What is up, guitar legends? Sam Wild here. We're looking at Bad Habits today by Ed Sheeran. You're going to need Capo on fret 2 if you want to make this much easier to play. Now there are two parts to this song, so let's just start with the chorus part. We'll start with the main chords. Alright, so the rhythm's sort of like everything's on the offbeat. Right, so we kind of do like a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and... Alright, now let's look at the chords first. We have A minor to begin with, so pause the video if you need to practice any of these shapes. Then we're going to go to C for half a bar, and then E minor for half a bar. I use fingers 2 and 3 for this particular song. Then we go to F. There are a few ways you can play this F. I personally think this is the easiest. You can do a bar chord if you want, for this version. Alright, then we're going to go to G, but it's probably easier if you just use fingers 3 and 2 instead of doing this kind of typical G shape. You can just use fingers 3 and 2 if you want to, or even fingers 2 and 1, whatever you like. Alright, now the second time round in the chorus, it's almost the same, but this time we're going to have A minor, C and E minor again are the same, but then we have D minor 7 to replace our first F, and then we have a short F and a short G. So all together we have 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Second time, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, a little tricky. So for the first part of the chorus, I tend to have my palm here against the strings, just so it's softer. And then you can pick a bit more firmly. My bad habits lead to you. The second half of the chorus, we can just take the palm mute away and we can play a bit louder like so. 2, 3 and 4 and still emphasize the offbeats. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Alright, so this is the whole chorus part, and we're going to do it for every single chorus in the whole song, so that's kind of the main progression here. When we get to the bridge, you don't have to emphasize the offbeats, you have more of a steady rhythm, so you do it like this. So just watch out for that when you get to that part. It's the same chord progression, but it's more evenly spread out. Bad habits lead to you now. For those of you that want to take your playing to the next level, make sure you sign up to my premium membership website. You'll gain access to all my backing tracks, all of my lessons, and I'll teach you how to improvise, solo, and play advanced chords. Enjoy the rest of your lesson, guys. So the second part we need to learn is for the verse and the intro. It's kind of like the riff part. Sounds like this. Okay, this is quite tricky, so let me just show you an easier option first, and then we'll have a look at this riff. Okay, so in the verse, if you want to make it easier, just do what we did in the chorus. Right, but this time it's just A minor, G, double F. So A minor, G, F, then F again. Okay, you can do this in the verse if you want to keep it simple. It makes it much easier to sing as well if you want to sing at the same time. But for those of you that want to try this riff, have a look at the tab here. So for the riff, we're going to have a picking pattern for A minor, picking pattern for G, and then a picking pattern for F. Alright, so start with A minor. If you get the actual shape ready, we're going to pick down on the A string, but you can have your pinky here as well, just as an anchor point. So you pick down on the A string, and then up on the B string, up on the G string, like so. Then we're going to do A string, B string, and then an E string, so it's slightly different second time. You'll notice I picked down on the B string the second time because I'm moving towards the E string. Always kind of pick in the direction you're going next. If you want to, you could do all downstrokes. That's fine. I tend to pick in the direction that I'm going, but it's totally up to you if you want to pick up or down. So when we pick this last note, we're going to have to move our shape up to this G major shape, right? Now for this riff you only really need the third finger down, okay? Third fret on the E string just to get that bass note. So just try and transition into the chord like so. And you can pick that first note for the G shape. 2, 3, and again we have 3, 4. Okay, now we can do exactly the same thing with this shape. You hear how it starts the same? Obviously we're playing the different bass notes, so instead of the A string, we're on the E string now. But the other notes were the same. Right, but now we're going to have to get into the F chord, we'll have second finger on second fret of the G string, like so. So you'll notice I get the middle finger ready, I'm already bringing it down. So just practice the G shape riff and then get that last note as well. And you can even then bring the thumb over for that bass note, like so. Okay, for F we're going to have this shape here, so you can either do first finger, third and second, or you see how uncomfortable the wrist is there. I like to use the thumb just so that the arm is straighter. Okay, the thumb is covering this first fret on the E string there. Okay, so just practice transitioning from the G shape to the F shape, like so. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Now the F shape we're going to play twice, so it sounds like this. And then we're back round. So just get the F shape ready, let's work on this. So we're going to play E string, G string, D string. Alright, so we're basically playing the three notes that we have pushed in. Okay, then bass note again, G string, B string. So it's the same pattern as the other chords, but we've kind of moved up a string, haven't we? And then the last two notes are bass note and G string, like so. Alright, then we do it again. But the very last note is going to be here, first fret on the B string, because that's going to take us into A minor. Okay, so just practice the F shape here going into A minor, like so. And again. So this riff is pretty tricky. Just try and do it really slowly with me after 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... and just pause the video if you want to, and just keep going over that really slowly again and again until it starts to feel better. And then when you're ready, try and do it full speed with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright guys, that is all of the sections covered now. So the play along is coming up. You can try and play the whole song with me just so you can learn the structure. Alright, if you really struggle with this, you can actually slow down the play along. You just go into the little settings icon and you go playback speed 0.75 and it will slow the whole thing down. It might sound a little bit robotic, but it'll help you to just practice. Even the chords will be a little bit slower, right? And same with the riff. It'll be a bit slower for you, so it's worth practicing to the slower speed, sort of 5, 10, 20, 30 times, however many times it takes you, and then try and do full speed afterwards, right? If you found this lesson helpful in any way, guys, please hit the like button, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell icon as well. Alright, good luck with the play along. I'll see you in the next video. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sleep till